and welcome to TMR Now. I'm Nicholas. This is a beginner sequence. It's the third and final one in the series where we start to add in some complexity and larger movements, still working at a slow pace that allows you to check in and consider what's going on before you add into a more classical approach or to other series on the platform. We're going to start standing and soon enough we'll be lying down on our back. Okay, take a breath in the standing position. Relax your arms beside your sides. Yes, that's correct. And take a breath in. And as you breathe out, peel down, roll down toward the floor. Let the weight of the body drop. Inhale, hold at the base. And exhale, roll up in a curve, segment by segment. So pelvis, waist, ribs, collarbones, head. Let's go again. On the exhale, relax the head and neck down, look toward the floor. Let that weight of the arms pull you down, stretching your back in a curved shape. Inhale, hold the position. You probably feel a stretch through the back of the legs. It's absolutely okay. And exhale, rolling up in that curve. So pelvis pulls back first, then the abdominal contents, your rib cage, your shoulders, collarbone, head. And let's go again one last time with straight legs. Peeling down bit by bit. And at the base, resist the urge to bend your knees and to luxuriate. Just feel kind of what's going on with a straight leg. And then as you come up, curving, softening, rolling back up. Okay. Let's come down to kneeling. And just take a moment here. So if kneeling on your low down onto your feet is uncomfortable, take a seat, take a stand even. Just make sure you're comfortable. Taking a breath in, take the breath out. Breathing in, move from the head to the hip, sideways. Come back. Now other way. So off to the side you go. So everything's going. Mainly the shoulders lead the way, but you take your head with you. And breathe out, return. And breathe into the left. Breathe out to center, change. Keep the head still. The ribs go over. And return. The ribs go left. The head stays still. And breath into the side. Breath into the left. Making a change. Chest goes up. Lift your upper back, stretching up. Exhale, come back. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathing in, lift the chest up. The whole spine arches in the opposite curve to what we did in the roll down. And again, please, lifting up away from your sitting bones and heels. The whole spine curves in opposition, and you come down. One last one, and lifting up, bringing it down. Let's go back into the side action, and now kind of circle the body forward of the pelvis, off to your left, and circling back. Let's reverse, off to the left, circle forward in your arch, off to your right, back in your curve. Just like that. Off to the right, so we're kind of going around the pelvis. Off to your left, arching in the front, side bending to the side, rounding to the back. Last round, I'm sure I've got the reps and directions incorrect, but just go with me on this. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, we're going to sit cross-legged. You pick which leg is in front, breath in, and breathing out, like the roll down, hang forward over your legs, and then come back up. Let's do 3. Exhale, roll down, stretch forward, coming back up. One last time. Switch legs. Okay, reaching forward, letting the air drain out, stretching through the hip, coming back up. and reaching away. One last one. Now we're going to do the same thing, but with your legs in a straddle position. Don't mind my lopsidedness. Exhale, roll forward. And then come back. And reach forward, rolling through the back, letting the body weight drop, stretch forward. One last time. Hands behind your head, and I want you to side bend, thinking of elbow toward the floor, and lift up. Inhale, reach over, elbow to floor. Exhale, come up. Inhale, fill the body with breath. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, over. Exhale, center. Alrighty, let's get back to business. Chest opener, which we've done in the previous beginner sequences, but we'll now add a weight, half a kilo, 1 or 2 kilos, something like that. Lying on your side, arm underneath the head, other arm out in front, legs bent up to right angles, lift the arm up and rotate backwards. Come into neutral and close. Now by this stage you should be able to disassociate the arm action from the torso, so we don't need to have the same pauses as in the previous beginner sequence. But as a reminder, it's the body that rolls the arm back, even if it looks otherwise. So we don't want to get into that position of the arm being beneath the shoulder and the shoulder having to push forward in the socket. One more, please. Come back up. Now from here, stretch forward on purpose and bring it in. Now substitute your head position with a cushion or lying like this. I've just got a microphone to try not to smush. You can have it on the floor, roll away, stretching through the body in the opposite direction from the chest opener. One last one. And let's change side. As you change side, collate your body so that you are trying to stay in your Pilates principles of connection and efficiency. Arm out in front, legs up high for support, and arm up and rotate back. Again, not going below the line of the shoulder, not just yet at least, and beginning to flow it together, rotating the ribs, pressing the knees down in contrast, making sure that the eyes follow the arm, but the neck stays aligned rather than looking backwards. Let's just do one more. Inhalation to rotate. And here you are, you're just going to do the shrug forward and back. You can, of course, have your hand on the floor. I did that on the other side, so you've got one for reference. I'm just going to do it here, though, elevated. And it starts with my arm running forward of the shoulder, and then the body twisting and pulling back. Arm goes forward, and body twists, come in and back. Just one last one. And there we go. Take a lay down on your back. So we've twisted from the upper body. Let's twist at the lower body and add some rotation down south. Legs into a pretzel position with the foot on the floor. Arms wherever you feel supported. I'm going to use my trusty handles. And I go over to the side in the pretzel and I come back. Just check that I'm not going to lose this microphone lead. And into opposition. And as you do the twist, you want to make sure that you maintain your pretzel position rather than letting this come upward. Same to the other side. So you kind of drop that into external rotation and pick the pelvis up and point it out to the door. Walk out the door. I am going to the Priscilla soundtrack, which has now taken me to, did you know that Aretha Franklin has done, a while ago I assume, before she passed away, a covers album. Fantastic. Anyway, just thought I'd bring that up. Last one. Of course you can do 54 of these, but I'll just stick to 6-ish. And I find my pretzel shape, my connection to the floor, and inhale, rotate the pelvis, takes the ribs across, stretches through the hip. And off to the other side again, maintaining that pretzel position, letting the hips turn, back in, you come. Here we go, over, over, over. That feels good to me. Just keep going with this, don't think about it too much, it's just a mobility warm-up. Let's say one more. Okay, just before we get into pelvic curls, very good, very good. Okay, I just want to introduce you to something while you're on your back. And we've talked about in the previous beginner sequences the articulation of the pelvis and what the pelvis can do. But we're going to kind of step that up a little bit now. And yesterday when I filmed, or the beginner sequence number 2, I showed you that slant board, that lift. Just want to remind you that we're going back into the tilt, unless it's uncomfortable or there's a problem with the back that doesn't like tilting, in which case stay with the flat lift or the slant board lift. What I want to look at though is once we're up there, you're going to lift your heels up and then pop them down. Again, heels need to be not right up the pelvis, probably a foot away, and your aspiration is to not let your knees drop out. If you need something like a ball between the knees to support you or a magic circle to level up, go for it. For now, I just want to breathe in and breathe out 3 plain pelvic curls. Rolling up, inhale, hold, roll down. Now, if you want to already add on, once you're up there, float both arms up, roll the body down, take the arms down. Ça va? Rolling up, pressing the feet down, lift the arms, lower the arms, and roll down. Now in that variation, I did the arms both ways while I was up, but you don't have to. Rolling up with the pelvis, float the arms overhead and watch for the change. Lift your heels, lower your heels. Now I'm going to walk my feet back a bit. Yes, that's better. Heels up, heels down, roll down, arms down. Let's do another 5. Exhale, roll up, arms lift. So I've got length in my body here. I haven't dropped my booty and I haven't arched my upper back. Lift the heels, lower the heels. Do 2 more. Pop it up, pop them down. Pop up, pop down, roll down, and lower. Now, if you want to each time add an extra calf rise or heel lift, go for it. Exhale, peeling up. And we float up, and heels up and down, up and down, checking in that the pelvis is higher than the rib cage and that I haven't lost control of my abdomen. And then the arms going up now, 4th time, still with 3 calf rises. Exhale, pelvis up, back of the shoulder heavy. Float the arms. And 1, 2, and 3. Bring it down. And the arms 2. And I've just repositioned my feet because they're running away. Exhale, up we go. Pelvis, pelvis, pelvis. Length through the head. Arms up. And 1, 2, 3. Keep your heels up. Roll down with your heels up. Arms down, heels down. Let's do one more like that to finish the set. Exhale, rolling up. Pelvis leads. Upper back opens. Arms overhead. 3, 2, last one up. Roll down, heels lifted. Drop the heels, drop the arms. Well done. Knees into chest and circle the legs into frozen chicken and open. Pull it in and open. Pull it in and open and rock your way up to sitting. Okay. Legs out. If you happen to have a classical mat nearby or a magic circle, let's put your feet under there. Have some security. Magic circle sits on top and it pushes out. Arms are up in front. Roll back. Breath in. And I'm just trying to relax my toes. Exhale, I'm going to roll back through my lower back and hold just a small amount. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll back more. See that my arms are lifting upward. Breathe in last time. Here we are. Now one movement, exhale. Forward over the feet. Sit all the way up to neutral and we start again. Exhale, roll back, just a small amount. Breathing in. And breathe out, roll back more. Arms lift. And roll back again. We stay. And reach forward. Stretch forward over your legs. Sitting up into neutral. These are preparations for the full classical roll-up. Hope you enjoy. If they're a little difficult right now, bend your legs or go back to the sequence in beginner sequence 1 or 2 and build your abdominal strength there. Breathing in and reach forward. Good, we're halfway through, how exciting. Sitting up. Now if you want more difficulty, hands are behind the head. On the exhale, rolling back. On the exhale, rolling back. On the exhale, last one. And fold forward. 2 to go. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, rolling back. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Shudder, shudder, shudder. Fold. Last time. Got my hands low for a reason. Exhale back. Exhale back. Exhale back. Now whoosh your hands forward. Grab your ankle, pull yourself in for a stretch, and come up. Remove the circle or the strap. Okay, part 2 coming up. Let's lie face down. So, moving on from what we've done previously, I'd like to look more at a bigger extension. Okay, I'll just redress. So moving on from what we've done in the previous sequences, I'd like to integrate a larger movement and also discuss the hip extension and the shoulder as well. Let's start with this position here, which is actually from the classical mat single leg kick. And I want you to press your whole forearm down to lift the body up. But instead of thinking of arching back, think more of a straight line. In this position, So I've got a long neck, although mine was dropping. I want you to lift your right leg, kick it into your butt, stretch it away, and then drop down. Pull it in, point the foot. If it helps, flex to squeeze in more, point and away. Now the foot stuff, don't worry about it if it's too much for right now. We'll just go with bend, bend more, stretch away and drop. Bend, pull, stretch, lower. I'm going now with a flexed foot. 1, 2, 3, lower. Pull, pull, away, down. Just hold on for a sec. So when you're doing your single leg kick, you're trying to not baby butt and arch the lower back. You're also trying to not rock from side to side. And you're doing your best to make sure that whatever is happening down south, the legs, it's not disturbing what's happening up top. This is one of the original positions. The full classical exercise is done here. You can also try it hands down. See which one works for you the best. I'm going to go again, just a little faster. Breathe in. I'm going to kick the right leg. 1, 2, out, left leg. 1, 2, out, down. 1, 2, out, down. 1, 2, out. Hold here. Now, can you squeeze your legs together and lift them off the floor a little without arching your lower back? Let's try again. Breathing in. Right, so just double check that you haven't gone into swan, that you're in your single leg kick position. And as I push down, I can lift my legs without trying to do that. 2 more. Engage through your abdominals if it helps you. Find that length under your tum. Okay, relax. From here, diamond press as done previously, just to here. And now push through your arms, bend your arms, undiamond press. And let's go. Paintbrush for eyes, looking up. Straighten your arms, elbows wide, body down. Try to keep the legs still. It's okay if they're a little bit open, but definitely to get up, it's easier. People will kind of poke the butt out or bend the knee or open the legs. We don't want any of that. Lifting, pull up through the center and lift. Elbows bend and lower down. 1 more. Up, stretch, out, down. Let's try the same thing with the bent arms from Sphinx. Lifting, stretch, in, down. Now, if that's not much of a challenge or you'd like more of a challenge, more particularly, let's bring the hands closer to you. Like this. Now, everyone's different, but I like to exhale as I lift up. Drain the air, create the space for extension. Lifting up, I'm making sure I'm pushing down through my index finger and not buckling at the knee. I bend my elbows, thinking of pulling them backwards as my body lengthens forward, and then I roll down. If you're uncomfortable doing this, try it with a towel or a cushion or a jumper rolled up under your abdomen, like quite low. That might secure your pelvis a little from feeling just uncomfortable and brittle in extension. Lift, up, elbows down. Last one. Alrighty. One last exercise here, T-arms. Not pleasant, but brilliant for you. Lie face down with your arms stretched out in the T, and then we're going to try to lift them up. With your arms in the T position, forward down, I want you to first bring your shoulders around the corners, Not to tug them into each other or drop them, but just so that the tip of the shoulder is facing that way rather than this way. And lift your arms up. And breathe out, stretch wider and lift again. Breathe in and stretch wider, lift again. Then lift the upper back and take it down. Let's try again. Breathing in, set the shoulders. Exhale, lift your arms. Exhale, lift your arms. Exhale, lift your arms. Check that you're still in T and you haven't dropped down. And lower. One last time. Set the shoulders. Exhale, lift. This time you can lift your upper back as well. Breathing in. Exhale, lift the arms. If you've got mental space, lift your upper back as well. Check that they're not cheating below your T, and then bring it down. Okay, now that is difficult. It's not supposed to be a soothing, comfortable exercise, and if you feel that your muscles around your neck and shoulders have been worked, totally fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, building back in after the extension, I want to add some more twist, and looking at the classical exercise of leg circle and big twist as a preparation for corkscrew down the track. What does that mean? Leg is up and bent, other leg is down and straight, elbows tuck in like little robot arms. What I'd like you to do as you breathe in is twist, thinking of this knee going on the outside of this hand, and then pull back. Push this leg down, the right leg down as the left leg twists, and the elbows push down for support. And push down and twist, and bring it back in. One more, please. And changer. So, right leg up and bent, robot arms are ready, twist left, pull back center. Inhale, twist, keeping the head aligned center, push the arms down, return. And twist, and center. Okay, now I've got these handles to push into. If you have a towel, make it into a tight cylinder and wrap and pull wide down below the hips. From here, legs up one at a time, and let's go straight into the twist. Same exercise with both legs. Pull back and twist to the side. Inhale, exhale, return. Inhale over, exhale, return. Inhale over, straighten the legs, return, straight. Inhale over, exhale, return, straight. Couple more. Inhale over, exhale, return. Inhale over, exhale, return. Okay, onto your side. I think it's time we discussed not lying down on your side, but being propped up on the forearm. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. Just lift that miserable thing up and drop. Exhale to lift, inhale, drop. Just a little bit of external rotation for the minute, please. So this thigh is kind of hitchhiking, turning up. Up and down. Up and down. I'm not sinking into my right arm and shoulder. I'm not. Kick it forward. Kick it back as far as you can. Kick it forward. Kick it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Turn around, look at your foot. Bend your leg. Hello, foot. And let's change side. Onto the forearm. Torso elevated, thinking of a triangle underneath rather than a curve. Top hand can be on the hip, the head, or in front. Top leg out straight. Top hip stacked rather than rolled back. And it's just a little lift first. Sounds like the time warp. And lower. On the exhale, I'm going to lift and drop. Lift and drop. 2 more, lift and drop, challenging my alignment here because as I lift, I always want to drop back. Not today, huh? Okay, and lift, kick, back, neutral. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward without dropping it to the floor. Inhale forward, exhale back. Last one coming up. Exhale back, have a look, bend your leg, have a stretch, and bring it together. Onto all fours. Okay, now that you're on all fours and you can decide if you'd rather be on your forearm, I'll get you to step back into the plank as we've done in the previous beginner sequence. And here, we're going to heel rock back, toe rock forward. Heel rock back, toe rock forward. 4 more. Heel rock back, toe rock forward. Heel rock back. Don't rock in front of the toenails. 2 more. So it's quite small in the forward action. And there we are. Bring it down with comfort. Cross through the legs. Take the legs in front. My least favorite exercise. Straight legs, hands pushed down. Actually, you might need some non-slip pads or an air conditioner. Okay, exhale. Slant board lift and drop. Slant board lift and drop. 2 more. Lift and drop. So it's a reverse push-up and drop. All right, let's come out of there and come up to standing. Come to the back of the mat and let's do that roll down from earlier. Hips, heels wider than the hips. Center of the hip is here, outside is here, and the feet will line up on the outside of the outside. Exhale, roll down. Bend your legs. Keep your heels down. Straighten your legs and roll up. And rolling down. And bend, heels down. And rolling up. Let's do 1 more. Alrighty. Let's return to the mat to finish off. I just want to start prepping your groin for side movements in a loaded position down here. And that's going to look like this. So you're on all fours and the leg is out to the side. And I want you to sink back into a child's pose and then propel forward. And link back and come forward. This sequence might not be more difficult throughout, but it is introducing different concepts, more complicated concepts, more full body connection, and sometimes it's easy to whiz past those elements in pursuit of more complicated choreography or a sweatier exercise session. So this is kind of a step into both worlds. And this 3rd exercise series should get you closer towards the original Pilates method and should get you closer to being back in a studio when the time is right. 2 more. Last one. Folding back, bringing it in onto both knees, and you're all done. Thanks for joining me. Sing out if you have any questions. Look forward to seeing your downloads pop up soon. Bye.